How to bring your goals or manifestations to fruition at a faster rate. A lot of the time when we think of a goal or we set a goal for ourselves, we tend to look at it as something that's impossible to achieve or something that would be nice to achieve. We push it a lot farther up than it should be, and it puts us into this position to where we feel like we're unworthy of said goal. So let's say your goal is to get a Ferrari, right? This is a really extreme example, but it's not that extreme. It's extreme for me right now, but it's not completely far-fetched. Or better yet, I'll use a real life example. So I want a McLaren 750 TL. Now obviously I'm not going to buy a McLaren 750 TL right now. It'd be damn near impossible to do right now, but it is possible. Now, why is it possible? Because other people have the car. Other people have achieved what it takes to get that car, to buy that car. Now, what a lot of people will do is they'll say, oh, I want that car. That's it. You need to pick apart whatever goal you have and sort of reverse engineer it to figure out how exactly you can get to said goal. So what I did was I looked up the car, and then I looked up how much the car cost. And then once I saw how much the car cost, I was like, okay, car is basically, I think it was like $500,000. I could look it up right now. Let's see. So the 765 TL cost $382,500. And I rounded that up to 400,000, basically 500K. I rounded it completely up because I know once I get the car, there's going to be certain things I want to add, etc., etc., etc. $500,000. Okay, so the car costs $500,000. I don't have $500,000. And even if I did have $500,000, I wouldn't buy a car that cost $500,000 or $382,000 because then I wouldn't have much money left at all. That'd be a fiscally irresponsible decision. So what did I do from there? I divided how much I would think I would need to have in order to buy that car comfortably by a monthly rate. So I said $2 million. I would want more than $2 million, but let's say $2 million. I'm just throwing numbers out. I haven't actually done anything besides really just reverse engineer how it is I could afford the car. So I threw the number out, $2 million. Okay, $2 million a year is what I would want to be making in order to buy that. You then divide $2 million by months, and I divided $2 million by months. So let's do it again, $2 million. So 2 million divided by 12. So 2 million divided by 12 comes up to $166,666. We're just gonna round that up to 170K. So I would need to be making 170K a month in order to attain that goal. Now, as it stands, without a part-time job or without a paying job, I'm only grossing around 1 to 2K a month, right? So if I'm only grossing 1 to 2K a month now with said job, and my goal is to do this in an entrepreneurial way without a job, then the first thing I would need to do is see at least 1 to 2K months without a job. Then I would need to see 5K, then 10K, then from 10K, 20K, then 20K, 30K, then 40K, then 50K, then 60K, and then so on and so forth. But the key was I didn't just stop at, oh, I want this thing, this goal. I want this goal. I didn't put it up on a pedestal. Regardless of the fact that I clearly cannot afford it, I'm a 20-year-old. I'm not gonna buy that car right now. Maybe there's another 20-year-old that can, but this 20-year-old can't right now. But what I can do is figure out how it is that I would be able to attain it. The only difference is I reversed engineered the goal. I asked myself how I could do it. That's the only difference. Asking yourself how. When I wanted to get in shape, I would binge watch workout videos. I would binge watch nutrition videos. I'd binge watch anything related to fitness. When I wanted to get into boxing, I would binge watch fights. I would binge watch boxing channels. I would go to different gyms. I would do free memberships. The key to achieving the goal that it is that you want is to start somewhere, is to literally just start running in that direction, full on sprint in that direction. But a lot of people, when they have goals, they do this thing where they psych themselves out. They place the goal so high up that they feel like they have to meet this upper echelons level of criteria to do it. Like, oh yeah, like I want to be in the best shape of my life. It's like, all right, so why don't you start? It's like, oh, I need this gym membership and I need this thing and I need that thing. And no, you don't, bro. Do some fucking push-ups. right now. Do some push-ups. Don't want to do push-ups? Do sit-ups. Do dips. Do squats. Don't want to do calisthenics? Buy some weights from Walmart. The key is to start going in a certain direction, to start reverse engineering the goal. Because when you start reverse engineering the goal, you'll see what steps it takes to get to that result, and that will get you to that result that much faster. That's the difference between having a goal and then having an objective. It's knowing the targets that you have to hit. So start treating your goals like objectives. Start being entitled towards the things that you want. Not entitled to the sense to where you don't work for them and that you don't feel the need to do anything. You just think that, oh, if I wake up and I say I want a Lamborghini 20 times, I'll get it. That's not how that works. But if you wake up and you say you want a Lamborghini and you start looking on the Lamborghini website at all the different prices of Lamborghinis, then you start going to the Lamborghini dealership and test driving Lamborghinis or sitting in Lamborghinis, or whenever you see somebody in a Lamborghini by any chance, you ask them how they got that Lamborghini, you'll start to deconstruct it. When I wanted to improve my finances, I would look at people that were in a position that was better than me financially. It didn't matter who. It didn't matter if they were 1 tier up or 30 tiers up. I would just start asking them questions until they got annoyed. Until they wanted me to stop asking them questions, I would just keep asking them questions. Somebody would pull out an American Express Gold card and I'd be like, yo, how did you get that? What did you do to achieve that? Because that's not an easy feat to accomplish. They don't give that card to just anyone. If that was the case, everybody would have it, but they don't. So that means you did something that most people aren't doing to achieve that. And that's something I want to achieve. So I want to know how you did it. And that will bring you to your goal that much faster. I sat down and my credit score was fucked. Like, it was absolutely fucked. My credit score was like, I think like 580 or 560 at some point. And I had just opened up a credit card like literally a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. And it went from like 600 something to like 550. It was just fucked. I had credit card debt up to my, like, I literally maxed out my credit card, and my credit card, I maxed out my credit card and my credit score was like fucked. And then one day I got up and I was like, damn, I really want to fix my credit. I really want to fix my credit. I understand it's important. I understand it has many benefits. I can use it as a tool, but only if it's functional. So I understood that I wanted to fix my credit. So what did I do? I started researching. I started watching videos on how to fix your credit. I started watching videos on how to utilize your credit card properly. Started educating myself on the payment systems of credit cards. I started talking to people that were better with credit cards than I was. I started asking my friend. I was like, yo, bro, what do you do that I don't do? And he's like, yo, you should be doing it like this. You should pay on this period, X, Y, and Z. And then I wrote down a goal for myself. I was like, I want a 700 credit score by this date. I want to open up a new credit card. I want to raise my credit limit. I set the end goal, the end of the goal to be done in like June. And I accomplished it within 2 months, 3 months. I paid off my debt completely and my credit score went from like 550, then it climbed to 600. Now it's sitting at a calm 700 and I think like 18, right? It went in a matter of 3 months, 4 months of just really taking it serious, really diving into my goal and not treating it as if it was something that I could not attain. It was done. Stop treating your goals as if it's something that's, it would be nice to have. Treat it as if it's something that you're going to have, and you'll have it. You'll achieve it. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it will happen eventually.